Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Surfer's Journey. Today's episode is all about 5 things that you can do to help develop your advanced skill set. Maybe you're an intermediate level surfer who wants to progress, you want to go to that next level. Well, this video is going to outline exactly what you need to do and what you need to focus on. And guys, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel now so you can stay up to date with all of my latest tutorials and videos.
Intermediate surfers can perform maneuvers, and they can perform them pretty well. Carves, cutbacks, re-entries, floaters, etc. They've got them down pat, but to go to the next level, we need to put them together, because doing them on their own isn't enough.
Now, the first thing that you can consider is your surfboard choice. Now, chances are you might be on a mid-length or maybe a higher volume fish if you've followed some of my advice. Well, now I would recommend looking at going the opposite way. So now we want to go a little bit longer, a little bit thinner, and a little bit more rocket out. By getting that, we're going to have more performance and more responsiveness from our board. And that's going to help us perform more critical turns with more speed in bigger sections. And that's what we're looking for. So let's have a closer look at what kind of surfboard you might consider going to.
Of course, you can still surf at an advanced level on a high performance fish, but something like this might make things a little bit easier for us. This is a step down, like a high performance small wave board. These can be a good way to bridge the gap between high performance fish, working our way up to a high performance shortboard. These boards are longer again, so for example, my fish is a 5'2", but my high performance shortboard is a 5'8". Now I find that this is a great in-betweener for those days when the waves just aren't quite big enough or powerful enough to warrant my high performance shortboard. When we look at the high performance shortboard, we're talking about complete performance. So you have to be on top of your game because these boards are really responsive and really reactive, and they respond very well to being pushed hard in the steep, big sections with speed.
Like I said at the start of the video, you can probably perform multiple maneuvers, but chances are you can do that on sections which are a little bit smaller, a little bit flatter, a little bit safer. But to progress to an advanced level, you now need to perform those maneuvers that you've got on bigger, more critical sections. They're going to look better, but there's a lot more risk involved. Let's have a closer look at how you can do this.
If we have a look at this example, you can see me performing a carve and a cutback on a pretty fat section of this wave. It didn't really offer much more than that. But if we look at the same cutback performed on a steeper, more critical section, you can see it looked heaps better, and it also feels a lot better. Let's have a look at what it looks like from point of view. Now, as we're surfing along a wave, as we bottom turn and we drive up to the lip, what we're looking for is timing our turns so that we can perform our maneuvers in the steepest section that we can. So we want to stay really close to the pocket and we want to stay high on the lip. By staying high, we're going to throw more spray and we're going to maximize that wave's power.
Now, following on from performing your maneuvers on more critical sections, now you need to know that you need to surf with more commitment. And ultimately, by performing those moves on those critical sections, you'll be achieving that. But you want to take your surfing to the next level, and to do that, you have to go outside of your comfort zone, surfing with more speed, trying to slide the tail in sections that you usually wouldn't. That's how you're going to surf with more commitment, and that's how your surfing is going to look much more advanced.
To surf with more commitment, we need to keep our board on rail for longer. Instead of doing a turn like this, which is a bit short and snappy, we want to keep that board on rail and keep carving through a turn. If we look at that snap again, it's not on rail for long, and it's a shorter snap and it's not as committed. However, if we look at this turn, you can see I kept leaning and I kept rotating and I just held my rail for longer. It throws more spray and it looks a lot better. If we look at point of view, you can see what I see. So as I drive up to perform my maneuvers, I'm looking back, and the further you look back when you're doing a carve or even a re-entry, the more rotation you're going to get, and then at the end of those maneuvers, it's going to be easier to slide the tail.
Now, one thing which separates an intermediate level surfer from an advanced level surfer is the speed at which they react when they're performing their maneuvers, and the speed at which they carry through their maneuvers and through the duration of a wave. Now, higher level surfers will surf with a higher level of speed across all those different categories. Let's have a look at how you can do the same thing.
This example of point of view is a great example to show how fast you need to rotate and turn your body. So I'm going to look to where I want to do my maneuver, and then I'm going to quickly look back to the bottom of the wave. By doing this, my maneuvers are going to be faster and more critical. In this example, you see me bottom turning straight into that top turn and then maintaining my speed going all the way down and keeping that board on rail for as long as I can and performing my maneuver as high and as vertical as I can and rotating quickly. I'm maintaining flow and going from one move to the other without delay.
So what does make the cake even mean? I mean, clearly this isn't a cooking show. What I'm saying is that by following all those first steps that we've already discussed and putting them all together, essentially they're ingredients that we're going to mix together and make the cake, now you're going to have everything that you need to surf like an advanced level surfer. Let's have a look at all those key points and how they tie together.
So this is what we're looking for. We're looking to perform our maneuvers high and tight on the wave. And we want to make sure that we choose the appropriate maneuver that's going to maximize the speed and power of the wave. And if we can slide the tail at the end of our carves, it makes it a little bit more progressive. And by exploding out our back foot on a re-entry, we're going to release the fins, and that re-entry is going to look better and feel a lot faster. On my backhand, you see the same thing, staying close to the pocket and performing a variety of maneuvers with speed and power in the critical section of the wave.
Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that now it's a little bit clearer on what you need to focus on and what you need to work on to progress to that advanced level. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of practice, but by knowing what you need to do and how to do that, you're going to get there a lot quicker. Remember to like the video and comment below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Cheers, guys.